Let's build Battlefield together.
Falcon 1 to Opera. We got the Phantom in position. Area is clear. Over.
Push you beyond your limits. There's a reason for that. Put you under relentless pressure. Coal crushed you to a dime. When you're out there, we can't afford anything less. You aren't ready to make it. You don't belong here.
Target at 12 o'clock, Section 4A. Estimating 1,300 yards.
Visual.
Shooter ready? Ready. Dial in 5 minutes right for windage.
Remember your fundamentals. Breathe, focus, squeeze. Always take the shot at the bottom of your exhale to be as precise as possible. You are at one with the gun, a weapon. Nothing else matters except the shot.
Opera House, Phantom 1 here. Visual on target. Do you copy?
Solid copy, Phantom. You are clear to engage.
Target is not clear. I repeat, not clear. Over.
1. Report status. Take the shot at all costs.
Perfection is your new normal. You fired thousands of shots under intense pressure. You're ready for this. Remember your fundamentals. Success in...
Flying over Pakistan. Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak. commencing virtuous mission now.
Gather and lock down the exfil route.
Move. 30 meters, 11 o'clock. Hold. Contact. Armor. Beast inbound. Hold your position. Keep your head on a swivel.
Hey, how much is the bounty on a tank again? Should we take it out before we bail?
This place is about to be glassed. We need to keep moving.
Fuck off, Viper. Pipe down for a sec.
Suit yourself. Going silent.
Bravo 2. Javelin. Send it.
Viper! I need a hand here, man!
On it. Move behind the house. 6 o'clock. Double time it. Move. Well, this just got worse. We need to get out of the kill zone. We're fucked. Incoming.
No. Ah!
Bravo 1. Check in. Bravo 1.
Yeah, still in one piece. Damn it. That almost got me.
Stop whining and secure the bag.
Damn. You care more about the cash than me now.
Let me tell you the true story of a medic during the Pacific War. My story. Everything started at Pearl Harbor. It all seemed peaceful until the war started that day for me and everyone in my company. And so did my new life. I saw things that day that would change everything I thought I knew about mankind. From that moment, I followed my comrades to witness the fall of the Philippines and participated in Operation Watchtower, the Battle of Guadalcanal. I was but an aspiring medic at the start of the Pacific War, but the horror of war meant it didn't matter. My brothers in arms needed me, and I had to quickly find out how to properly do my job. I wasn't ready. One of the first lessons I learned was to treat the critically wounded first. Heavy bleeding, tears, burns, and even amputated limbs were the daily things I saw. My old life was over, and every moment became a dilemma. Comrades lying on the ground with different wounds. I couldn't save everyone. I had to make dreadful choices about who should be treated first and saved. But that was only the beginning. Time was of the essence as they were bleeding out, depending on their wounds. I learned to slowly drag them when they were bleeding a lot, and to carry them on my shoulder to quickly get them to medical outposts. This was also where I got most of my supplies. I didn't always get everything, so I made do with what I had, or checked other outposts. Bandages, tourniquets, gauze, those were easy to find. But boy, morphine and plasma, they were lacking. But if healing the wounded had been the only thing I had to worry about, it would have been too easy. Dangers surrounded me at every given moment. I was under fire from bullets, bombs dropping on the battlefield, or I needed to slip through enemy lines under their watchful eyes. Losing sight of any of that would have meant that my brothers in arms and I would die. That's why I became a medic.
Awaiting orders. At the ready.
Head to Objective Alpha.
Don't sleep.
Death hath cast its shadow o'er this land. All hope seemeth lost. Yet still thou dost fight. Why? What seekest thou in the dark? A touch of warmth? A gold coin? Or two? No. Deep within these folds of flesh, you and I both know. Death has judged us rightly. For we are but beasts, unworthy of salvation.
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. begun to uncover.
Welcome to 83, a large-scale online tactical PvP shooter built around the idea of accessible realism, a twist on the tactical shooter genre popularized by the Rising Storm series. The goal is to make combat feel as authentic as possible until it stops being fun, and then we wind it back a notch. It's 1983, the tensions between NATO and the USSR have reached their breaking point, and the Cold War has quickly turned into an all-out conflict across Europe. One of the battlefields, codenamed the Woodpecker, takes you to the location of the iconic Duga radar station in northern Ukraine. There are multiple objectives you and your squad need to swiftly capture to gain control over this strategic location. The choices your squad makes when capturing objectives matter. Teamwork, effective use of vehicles and equipment, or well-timed fire missions can all provide the necessary tactical advantage to win the battle. 83 is currently in development, and we aim to launch it on Steam Early Access within 1 year. Please support the game by wishlisting on Steam and sharing